Roger, the world's greatest therapy dog. Story 1, first day on the job. Roger is a yellow lab. He lives in Care City, a city known for having the best hospitals and taking care of all the citizens. Roger has never had a job. Roger lives in an apartment with his owner, Michael. Michael was a doctor at Care City Hospital. One night, Roger was sitting on his couch in his apartment watching his favorite TV show, World's Sexiest Yellow Labs. As Roger was watching TV, there was a knock at the door. Roger walked over to the door and opened it. It was Roger's ex-wife, Melody. Roger was surprised and said, "Well, look who came crawling back to me." Melody said, "Shut up, Roger. I just came over to tell you the divorce is final and I have full custody of Roger Jr. Also, I need you to start paying doggy support." Roger said, "Doggy support? I don't have a job." Melody said, "Well, you better find one. I'm moving to Florida tomorrow to become a swimsuit model." Roger said, "Swimsuit model? Dogs don't wear swimsuits." Melody was a very beautiful yellow lab with long golden fur. Melody said goodbye forever, Roger, and slammed the door shut. Roger became very upset. He didn't know what to do. Then Roger's owner, Michael, came home and he said, "Hey, Roger, great news. I got you a job as a therapy dog at the hospital. You start tomorrow." Roger started bawling his eyes out and said, "This is the worst day ever. My wife leaves me and now I have to work." The next morning, Roger was sound asleep. Michael said, "Rise and shine, Roger. We have a big day today." Roger didn't want to wake up. Michael had to literally throw Roger in the car. As Michael was driving, he said, "Don't worry, Roger. You will like your job and meet all new dogs." Roger was sitting up front in the passenger seat and stuck his head out of the window. Roger said to Michael, "I hate you so much right now." When Michael and Roger got to the hospital, Michael parked the car. Roger didn't want to get out of the car, so Michael had to drag Roger by his leash into the hospital. Once inside the hospital, Michael took Roger's leash off and said, "Okay, Roger, I'll leave you alone so you can meet the other therapy dogs." Roger looked around and saw a yellow lab wearing glasses. Roger walked toward the yellow lab and said, "Hi, I'm Roger, the new therapy dog." The yellow lab said, "Hi, Roger, I'm Marvin, your boss. Welcome to Care City Hospital, home of the world's greatest therapy dogs. I'll give you a minute to meet some of the other therapy dogs." Roger walked around and saw a beautiful female yellow lab wearing red high-heel shoes and red lipstick. Roger thought she was the hottest female yellow lab on earth. Roger walked over to her and said, "Hey, baby, I'm Roger, the new therapy dog. What's your name?" The yellow lab looked at Roger and said, "Beth." Roger said, "Well, Beth, today's your lucky day, sweetheart. I'm single." Beth said, "I'm not feeling lucky today," and slapped Roger. And slapped Roger in the face with her paw and walked away. Roger just stood there with tears in his eyes until he heard a therapy dog laughing. Roger looked around and saw a black lab. Roger said, "What's so funny?" The black lab said, "It looks like you're having problems with the ladies." Roger said, "No problem at all. I'm Roger, the new therapy dog." The black lab said, "I'm Harry. Nice to meet you, Roger." Harry said, "So, Roger, what made you want to become a therapy dog?" Roger said, "Well, my wife just divorced me and I have to start paying doggy support." Harry said, "Wow, that sucks." Roger said, "Do you have any problems with the ladies, Harry?" Harry said, "No, I'm a furry chick magnet. The ladies just cling to me. I once dated a beautiful black lab that I met at a dog park one day. She stole my entire dog bone collection, and I never saw her again." Roger said, "I'm sorry to hear that, Harry." Harry said, "Thanks. It has taken me years to find new dog bones for my collection." Marvin showed up and said, "I'm glad you met some of the therapy dogs. It's time you visited your first patient." Roger had to cheer up a crazy old lady. Roger walked in her room. The crazy old lady looked at Roger and said, "Son, is that you?" Roger said, "No, I'm the new therapy dog." The crazy old lady said, "Son, do you finally have my money?" Roger said, "I have no money. That's why I have this job." The crazy old lady said, "Come closer, son." Roger walked closer to her bed. All of a sudden, the crazy old lady started hitting Roger with her wrinkly old hands. Roger said, "Ow, what are you doing, you crazy old lady?" The crazy old lady got out of her bed and jumped out of an open window. When the crazy old lady got to the ground, she got on her feet and ran off. Roger asked all the therapy dogs to help him, but none of them wanted to help him except for Harry. Harry decided to drive one of the ambulances downtown to find the crazy old lady. As Roger and Harry were driving downtown, Roger saw the crazy old lady running around. Roger shouted, "There she is!" Harry drove faster. Harry forgot there was a young woman in the back of the ambulance on a stretcher. Harry was driving so fast, the back doors of the ambulance opened and the young woman rolled out of the ambulance and into the streets, screaming. Roger said sorry to the young woman. When Roger and Harry finally caught up to the crazy old lady, Harry got out of the ambulance, tackled the crazy old lady to the ground, and handcuffed her. Roger said, "Harry, where did you get the handcuffs?" Harry said, "I used to be a police dog. Roger and Harry went back to the hospital with the crazy old lady." Marvin said, "Great job, Roger. I think you are going to be a great therapy dog around here." The end.